When a highly respectable community member creates something epic, it should be highlighted. But when they do something that no one else can do for a second time, I think it's worth sharing to the whole community of SNOWRUNNER. A lot of folks have been asking the question, are we going to get Expeditions trucks in SNOWRUNNER? Which most likely the answer is no, unless your call sign is Naked Dave. For the second time, Dave has brought the world of Expeditions to SNOWRUNNER. Something I'd like to add here before we move on is that I really enjoyed the way this creation was kept close to how the vehicles are naturally in Expeditions, with a twist of SNOWRUNNER when he ported these vehicles over. In this video, I'm going to provide some really quick short overview and thoughts on these 4 vehicles, so enough stalling here. These are the 4 new Expeditions trucks that are now available in SNOWRUNNER via mod.io. A vehicle players have been asking for probably since 2020 is the UNIMOG. Finally, this truck actually gets added into another game, which is Expeditions, and now it's currently in SNOWRUNNER with Dave's help. Similar in stature to other 4x4 off-road trucks, the UNIMOG has been added with few changes like stiffening suspension, add-ons, and reduced stability slightly. With unique all-terrain off-road and mud tires, the UNIMOG with add-ons provided makes sense with its current size. One last thing to note here is the TMHS tires are more narrow and a little lighter than the native TMHS tires that you know in the game of SNOWRUNNER, but they are still very effective. The truck's suspension and flexation aid in keeping its balance, even though the stability was kind of reduced slightly, to be a scout type vehicle with an autonomous medium winch as well. The CR Go, aka Drone, is the smallest vehicle you will probably ever see. With unique wheels, crazy turning radius, and a very low fuel consumption, the drone can be deployed to aid in scouting. Being that the CR Go is really small, it can easily be modified as a roof rack for your current truck you're using. To do this, you can pack it almost on any cab and then deploy it to look around, or use it as a refuel/repair on your primary vehicle. Somewhat. The benefits of having such a vehicle could be advantageous to get into those smaller areas or to just take a further look and have fun with. There's 2 vehicles that I really enjoy, and I think one of my favorites in this pack is the TRAUN Broad. With a fully customizable roof rack in which you can swap refuel repair points, gives you as the player the ability to prioritize your needs before setting out. The Broad has custom all-terrain tires from Expeditions and TMHS tires that are medium weight, which is half of that of the OG Take-It tires. The TRAUN kind of reminds me of a loaf with an extra axle and additional tire options that are heavier. However, due to the Broad's lighter weight overall, it's more recommended that this vehicle be used as a scout rather than hauling trailers. Even though the Broad has the ability to haul larger trailers, I don't think that is the true intent of the vehicle. In my humble opinion, I believe it's best suited as a long-range scout vehicle that could cover lots of distances and not need to fill up due to its overall massive supplies it carries. Overall, it's a unique and a pretty fun vehicle to drive. Based on the Praga V3S, the DECIN S3T is a lightweight 1-slot hauler with pretty good customizations for its short frame length, similar to that of the UNIMOG, which we showed earlier. All these trucks, including the DECIN, have original sounds, skins, and add-ons, including the repair and refuel slots available. The DECIN, with its right prerequisites and add-ons, can have a decent amount of fuel, adding to its range and its ability to repair itself. Of the 2 vehicles that I said were my favorites in this, the DECIN is number 1, I believe the TRAUN Broad is number 2. But the reason this vehicle is my favorite of the bunch is due to its similarities to smaller 4x4 off-road trucks, but it's a 6x6, meaning that it can handle semi-trailers much better. The second and final reason is it looks similar to that of a pug. Yes, the dog of the pug. And I just can't get by it, I can't unsee it. I tend to talk to myself a lot when gaming on and off stream, as you guys probably know. One phrase when deploying it from the garage when I was testing it out and doing different little tidbits here and driving around and putting it through its paces was, "All right, pugs, let's go." Anyways, I believe it can handle semi-trailers fairly decent, but I think it's overall better suited for lighter hauls with the crane and bed combo. So in conclusion, Dave has been a champion to the SNOWRUNNER community for quite some time, with different projects like SNOWRENDER, and all of his mods that he makes go through checks from other valuable members of the community. So thank you to those folks who have helped out with this as well. In truth, the ability to bring Expeditions trucks especially iconic ones like the UNIMOG to SNOWRUNNER, is a massive win, and we have Dave to thank for that. Even though I don't generally prefer modded vehicles, I enjoyed my time putting these vehicles to work on various trials of my own. They perform well, their sounds are unique and directly from expeditions, and overall it's just nice to play something new. So try these mods from Naked Dave out and let him know what you think. So until next time y'all, God bless and stay upright.